Leo, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is your reading for the Sagittarius new moon solar eclipse today. I was really buzzing because this is your 5th house, Leo. This is a fantastic house. It's a house of joy, hobbies, romance, children, babies, love. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be brilliant because Virgo just did a really nice reading as well. And I'm completely floored, so I'm going to actually clarify it with you as I go along. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to work this one out because it's very counterintuitive in terms of what it's asking you to do. If you look back to December 74, December 82, December 2001, that will give you an indication or some clues as to which life department or what changes this could mean for you over the next 6 months. And also December 2010 to May 2013, which is when we saw this last set of Gemini Sagittarian eclipses. All right, so the first card out is Archangel Gabriel in reverse, and this is a success you will enjoy during this eclipse, but it can also be your own energy. That's come through in one other reading. And this is not speaking, this is not communicating, this is not expressing yourself. Now maybe that's something you want, maybe you don't want to talk. But I almost get the feeling that I'll see what comes through, that you're keeping something to yourself, and in fact you're being told to do that, because it might be that there's actually deceit around you, or you're being asked to be in some way sneaky, tactical, manipulative, and I can only hope it's for the highest good of all, or not at all, but I don't know that. But yeah, your main energy is Archangel Gabriel, the throat chakra in reverse here. This is someone who doesn't speak up, and yet that is the success you'll enjoy, or that's where your success comes from. Let's just look at your oracle card, which might give us an idea. You miss someone. Let's have a look. Sentimentality, holding on to the past, idealizing the past, refusing, not allowing yourself to get over a breakup with a friend, a move to a new town, a faded romance, parents who have divorced, or something you're convinced that you must have back in order to be happy again. Mourning for what was and what you feel you should have been. Very deep sadness, and yet this experience has been of great value. It is time to move on and to place all that to rest. Working with the element of earth is most beneficial when this card and fairy come to visit. You may wish to plant a memory tree, something earthy and growing that changes, to commemorate your lost love. As it grows and changes, you will heal, and memories will be sweet and sad without bitterness and pain. The earth takes form and changes them, and gives back to us what we let go of in new forms. So it is a time for you to stop hanging on so sadly to that which has long passed, mourn, and then come back to us ready to live again. Now, I've got Patience at the base of the deck, and I've also got Little Brother, Little Sister. So this could be in connection with siblings, and this is the 5th house. It is siblings, younger friends, and responsibility. This card's, and the other one I had mentioned a brother as well. That might come through. So this might be a family matter, especially with the tree card here. So really, I don't know specifically what this means for you, Leo. Hopefully it will make sense to you, but what you will I see a success in is maybe that you are able to speak. Maybe you need to speak about something and this is telling you to do that. Or alternatively, the success you'll enjoy is that you don't speak about it. That you keep your plans possibly to yourself. That may even be the answer, because it may be that someone wants to thwart what plans that you're making. Okay, I've got the lily, the tree, and the key. Key is always about answers and resolutions. It's come out a lot in these readings so far. This can be about a long recovery. This can be about age-related health issues, dementia, Alzheimer's, or anything to do with like failing eyesight, hearing, that sort of thing. But it could also be that the answer is to be discreet, because this is also a card of discretion. The lilies. It can represent an older male, a father or a grandfather or an uncle. It can represent maturity and protection, family. It's usually an older family member. And maybe they have some answers for you as to maybe why you're not speaking up, or you're just not to speak. That is the success you'll enjoy. But I did see in one other reading, it felt more like the present energy rather than the advice, so to speak. So, you know, I hope that makes sense for you. I'll just see if I can get a wee bit more. I knew this one was going to be difficult. Can you show me why Archangel Gabriel is in reverse for Leo for this reading? Why is Archangel Gabriel in reverse? Yes, darling. Why is Archangel Gabriel in reverse for this reading? Why is Archangel Gabriel in reverse for this reading for Leo? Cards never come out singularly. Engagement ring. Partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Mirroring each other. Voulez-vous coucher avec? Okay, so it might be a romantic reading. Maybe you, it's not saying it's like a secret engagement. Why is engagement ring here? The sword and the rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. This is almost like keeping some sort of connection a secret, and that seems to be maybe necessary. Maybe you're, you know, maybe you're in separation, or you're not allowed to be with someone, you know. Maybe there's your family don't approve and you have to keep it a secret. The snake, because there's competition, an enemy. Look over your shoulder and the other woman. Okay. Almost feels like there's some sort of like, you know, I wouldn't say danger lurking, that sounds too harsh, but I feel there's something that you want to protect, and you maybe have plans, Leo, and you're not able to activate them, or you are at least not pulling the trigger, so to speak, but when you do, you'll be gone. Yeah, so that may be the success, that you don't need to have a conversation. This might be something to do with your career, a family business. It's certainly something that will have been a long time coming. The tree is very rooted. It takes a long time to mature, as do the lilies. Okay, I'm going to move on to see if I can build it up as we go. What you should set your intention towards, again, utterly bizarre. Appreciation in reverse. When it's in its upright, it's ignoring all the nasty brambles and the thorns behind you and just focusing on the one, you know. It's being appreciative for what you have, even though it's not very much here. I think this is sort of saying that you know, you should want for more. Maybe, you know, you deserve more than what you've currently got. Yeah, I'll leave that. Show me appreciation in reverse for what Leo should set their intention towards. Show me appreciation. It's a female. Choices with regards to a woman. A pathway, a crossroad. This can be wavering in love. It can also be about a map. And then we've got the man. Oh, and then we've got the other woman. So, crikey, I don't know. Someone's maybe with someone now. They have a love interest elsewhere. And they don't want the person they're with to know because, I don't know, repercussions maybe. Who's the woman with appreciation in reverse? Or maybe this is a woman who's not appreciative of what she has. There's basically two women in this reading, Leo. And this can be, I don't know why it's a tree though. Why is the tree here specifically? Because the tree is either health, or family in the main. Can be about ill health. Show me the tree for Leo with the lily. This is the mature woman. This is a family member, usually, with the tree. A mother, a grandmother, an aunt, a big sister. Still divides here, peeps. Message of concern. I keep seeing the lovers at the base of the deck here. What's the message of concern? Pathway. Someone's moving on here. Courtship. This can be just a meeting or a gathering or anything to do with business, but I think someone has a relationship elsewhere that they want to pursue. It would be a fairly young relationship. Someone's met someone else. Maybe a distance with distance arising, but this can just be a card about fantasizing and yearning for someone else. Yearning for, you know, house and marriage thoughts, or yeah. So there's two women, and the success you'll enjoy is that you're not going to talk about it. You're not going to share this information, but there is a message of concern coming in for the mature woman. This would be the mature woman. She's kind of going that way. And yet I really don't understand appreciation in reverse. Other than it might be someone who's ungrateful. One of the two. And you miss someone. So, you know, fit that to your circumstances, people. Something you should avoid. This makes a bit more sense now. Archangel Michael. This is about your home, your security, your stability, your actual physical structured home. You should avoid getting too entrenched, because in terms of the challenge you're going to face, it is actually the journey. And that's where he's looking over. This is someone who wants to leave, I think, a partnership. Who wants to move in a new direction to someone else. Show me Archangel Michael for what Leo should avoid. Archangel Michael for what Leo should avoid. There's the, oh my gosh, there's discussion again. These two cards mean exactly the same thing. They're both the birds. You should avoid conversing. You should avoid gossip. Avoid anxiety. Avoid calling someone, possibly even reaching out to them. This is, like I say, there's something about, you know, there might be plans put in place, but the other person cannot know, or that your plans are going to be thwarted. And there's some sort of risk here. Risky research. I feel, honestly, that someone has got plans in motion to move away from the partner they're with. It is going to be a challenge, this journey. But they're not going to be able to, or they're choosing not to tell their partner. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know your circumstances here. But that's confirmation again in terms of what to avoid, is to have a conversation and to avoid any sort of rumours or gossip or calls. Okay, show me the journey, the challenge. I'll put these back in, see if I get any repeaters. Oh, dramas. The challenge for Leo, the journey. The journey is the challenge for Leo. Why is the journey a challenge? Got the magnifying glass again. It's like someone's watching you, maybe when you're out and about here. And it is connection with a love interest. Don't you forget about me. I'm getting you too, isn't it? I mean, this can be like official spying. This can be like a private detective, you know, being watched by the government, or, you know, I'm hearing that song. The IRS. Who's watching me now? The IRS. I always feel like someone's watching me. So I think someone's having to play their cards very close to their chest, in terms of who they communicate with, what they communicate about, what plans they have for the future. And their movements are possibly being, you know, watched. Blimey. hell? Nice. This is about loss, a theft, but it's also about corruption, and it could be like, you know, high level corruption. Goodness gracious me. Show me the Tower for, it can just be big business. This can be big business losses, a loss of a business. I didn't ask, sorry. No, I did. Expectation I got. And firstly, in terms of a timeline, that I think is about 3 months, yeah. And it's a card of waiting, watching, waiting, expecting, yearning. Show me the mice for Leo. This is work. Not necessarily, you know, the job that you do, but if somebody is working on something. Pathway. That can be 1 to 2 years, but that's what the journey is. Show me the magnifying glass. What is being looked at here? Fuck, a dark. This is wild. False person. Did come up in reverse, by the way. So it might be that there has been suspicion that someone has been in some way false. This can be any sort of dishonesty, deceit, manipulation. And this is falling in the place of an effective way to raise your vibration. So maybe you just need to do some research on someone or something connected with your business. Maybe there's money disappearing out of the business or the government. This could be like someone who, you know, a journalist, for example, was, you know, going to do some sort of expose on the government or a business, or, you know, someone in authority, a VIP figure sometimes, and they're watching them. Can even be like a mobster, a gang member sometimes with the mice here. It's distrust. Not trusting the business. Not trusting the government. Just let me see the false person, because I'm conscious it did come out in reverse. Let's take... No. This is wild. I so was not expecting this. It's supposed to be wee short readings. Let's get into the drama. I can't even remember your last reading, Leo. Show me the false person that has been investigated, because I mean this is like a government investigation or a private investigation. Who's watching me now? IRS. Okay, 50. No wonder someone's stressed. Perseverance is hanging on in there. Show me the false person. Are they false? The person that's being investigated, are they false? Completion. I've got the coffin card up here as well. Hold on. Growth. Completion. Some sort of injustice here or wrongdoing with the balance card being in reverse here. This is like your justice card. Something's ended and in some way it's not been fair. I mean, seriously, this could be like someone's actually passed and there is suspicion about maybe how they passed, because up here with this deceit, I've got the coffin and the sun, and this is showing or shining a light on an ending, on an illness, on a funeral, on a bankruptcy sometimes. It's like someone getting their memory back. It's a bit, yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be here all day, aren't I? Hang on, what shall we have? Let's have a bit of tarot. Good old fashioned tarot. Oh gosh, I've kind of... It's too much going on here, honestly. Show me for Leo, please. Another three for Leo. What I need to know. Oh, half the deck from the floor, bugger that. Leo. And someone could simply just have lost a job. Someone could have been framed on the job, you know. There's been some pilfering, something's been taken, accounts don't balance, and someone's been like set up. Right, firstly, show me the false person in the Leo reading. It was in reverse. So it can just be a suspicion, and you understand it's not confirming there's been any sort of deceit here, because I keep coming back to the fact that how to actually raise your vibration, be more positive, is to be secretive, is to be deceitful. I mean, God. Show me the false person, if that's what they are. 5 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So this is someone who is maybe low on funds, who's been cut out, lost their job, maybe even sacked. I mean, it can be in relation to love, given it is your 5th house, and I think there's that's mixed in here, which is maybe why I'm struggling to see the two separate elements. The Knight of Cups is your romantic idealist. Perseus. Perseus has a lot of trouble with women. He's seen all sorts, the good, the bad, and the ugly. He's very loyal to his mother, particularly Danny. But there's some sort of shame here. This is about leaving a place in shame. And there's been something taken. There's some sort of selfishness here. This is the false person. There's another 5 of Cups. This is abandonment. This is legging it, doing a runner. I can be your bodyguard, and you can... My long lost pal. Oh my God, I don't know what's going on here. Show me what's completed then. Show me what's completed for Leo here. King of Cups. This could be, now I'm coming back to the fact I had the lily here with the tree, and it's an older family member, but it can also be, it's to do with maybe a doctor or a healer. I don't know why. There's maybe like someone passed. Star, that's nice. Although that's what's completed. And it wasn't fair. There's been some sort of distrust here. Star is about healing. It's in the main, it is a hope. It's hope after the aftermath of something pretty ugly, because Pandora opens the chest. She was always going to open the chest, because it was almost like programmed into her that she was actually endowed with curiosity, and then Zeus gives her a chest and tells her not to open it, you know. So it was only just a matter of time. So she opens this up and all the crap comes out, all the ills that befall the world. Pestilence, disease, death, war, all of it comes out, and she's utterly distraught. And then she goes back a while later, and this is when Temperance comes out, the little healing hope fairy. So there's been something that was maybe hoped for, some sort of healing has completed possibly. And yet there's something to do with not talking about it, not talking about it. Show me what deceit is that Leo is to raise their vibration. Why is the seat how Leo raises their vibration? Father, this is the father again. Father, grandfather, a boss. It can be an authority figure. It can be, you know, a judge. Someone's trying to avoid something here by not speaking. Oh, it's all about love. Love, 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 love. There's marriage and partnership here. And yet the Ace of Cups is in reverse. Oh my God. Oh. But this is because someone is possibly already in a marriage and relationship and partnership and they don't want to be. In the snake. Show me why is the Ace of Cups in reverse for Leo? Dragonfly, light-hearted, finding out things coming to light. Engagement. This is finding out about an engagement, finding out about a partnership that someone's been kept in the dark about, probably intentionally. Self-indulgence, because this is someone who's having their cake and eating it. This is someone who's got two people on the go here. Who's with someone who maybe wants to leave and go with someone else. But there's other stuff going on here. It's not that straightforward. This is bigger. This is bigger. This is taking it to new levels, and there's some sort of enlightenment coming around an ending here. Show me the coffin. Show me the coffin for Leo. Why is the coffin here? Family room, but it's in reverse. So this is about this can be about secrets coming out about a family. This can be about something that was done quietly, behind closed doors, intimately, and that's something that's maybe ending. Let's get to some of the sun on the coffin. What is the sun? This is login. And it comes back to this false person. This is the final verdict. Something is going to come to light here about why something ended and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't fair. There was something maybe illegal or unjust about the situation. It is going to come to light here. There is going to be a final verdict. But for some reason, someone can't speak about it. They can't speak about it. And in fact, it might be in their best interest not to speak about it, possibly. Right, last up, the door to value is a helpful resource. Now this is about money. This is everything flooding towards you. Money, jewels, job offers. This is a helpful resource that you should seek out that will help you. Here's the door to value for Leo. Here is the door to value, please, Spirit, for Leo. Work. A job. So might be a job offer. Main male. I'm either reading for a main male or this is a significant person you're connected with. And here's the mature man again. Now, I'm going to say it could be brothers again. You know, one just could be older than the other. This could be your partner and their brother, your partner and their uncle or their father. There's a lot of family stuff here, basically. Someone misses someone. Someone has a choice between possibly two women. They're married to one of them. There's been some sort of deceit about why a relationship broke up. There's spying. Maybe some corruption that goes fairly high level, and someone's not able to speak about it. They may have signed a non-disclosure agreement, indeed, with regards to either their business, their occupation, a court case, a family matter, yeah, they just can't talk about it. But a mature man with the door to value, this would be seeking some sort of financial advice or some sort of legal advice. Oh my gosh, that's a stroker. I'm just going to take some advice, Leo. I do hope you find that useful. It was utterly not what I was expecting. Oh, I did miss your special message from the universe was Archangel Metatron. This is the gift of foresight. This is having a very clear vision. So, I mean, there is that feeling that someone is having to play their cards close to their chest, be a bit fly, not speak even if they wanted to, because it's in maybe the best interest of not just themselves, but maybe others. And then there is this feeling that there's some sort of culmination. And I'm just getting, there's going to pull the trigger, and the challenge will be this journey, leaving this situation, moving, relocating, getting away. Maybe they're like bound to, you know, maybe they're a spy and they're in some, you know, contract, you know, and it's got a deadline. It's crazy. Leo. Hunter. Fuck's sake. And shapeshifters. Oh my god. Oh, my head hurts. I'm going to have some wine. Track down your fears and desires and transform and unveil your gifts. Someone has got some massive card up their sleeve here. Massive. And you might never get to know about it because they're not allowed to talk, or they're not going to talk. Show me what Hunter is. Track down your fears and desires, Leo. Change. This is the journey. This is this, and it's in reverse. And this is what you need to avoid: stagnancy, being stuck, not moving home, for example, not moving to a new location, not trying new things because you are very set in your ways. But there is a desire here to move, to go in a new direction, and there's someone who's stuck. I mean, they may be stuck actually in like a marital home, for example, and they don't actually have anywhere left to go until, or you know, until that property is sold and can get their equity from it. Can be that. Hunter. Is that bloody mature man again? Now we've got a main female. So I'm hoping you know who this guy is. Shapeshifter. What are your gifts that need to be unveiled? Yeah. Oh, we've got concern. This is the main male. Poverty. Someone may be staying somewhere because they need the money. They may want to go in a new direction but not have the finances to do it currently. But this doesn't necessarily mean actual poverty. It's poverty consciousness. It is also, you know, being taken advantage of sometimes. When you think back to, you know, Victorian times and these wee chimney sweeps, you know, they were picked, they were bought and sold basically to perform a really dirty task, because they were small, and you know, it was incredibly dangerous. Not just, you know, always you know, the actual fires, but what they're inhaling day in, day out. Not a lot of them would have seen it to a mature age. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. This is just crazy. Right, okay, Hunter. Here we go. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Terrific. Track down all your fearful thoughts and feelings, and when you find them, you will find your desires too. The Hunter card is based on my favourite Celtic god, Cernunnos, or Cernunnos. He is the stag god of the wild and represents both the hunted and the hunter. Similarly, the hunter helps you connect with an energy that is both fearful and fearless. Your fears are the only thing that are standing between you and what you desire. So you have to come face to face with them as the hunter does with wild animals and go beyond them. Instead of being hunted down by your fears or other feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. You are being given confidence and strength at this time, so use your power to make a difference. You're not here to cower away or live in the shadows. You're here to realize your fullest potential, but this can only occur when you step up and do what needs to be done. When this card arises, there could be an opportunity to face an aspect of your past. Again, the lily can be past, or bring closure to a situation that's been haunting you. If you are a man or identify as male, this card represents your masculinity and an opportunity to know yourself more deeply. If you're a female or identify as female, this card represents your capacity to be strong and powerful and overcome your limitations. Someone needs to make some sort of disclosure here. Okay, I'll leave it there, blimey. If you would like a personal, all my information is below, and please do remember that it is a general reading and it may not be your circumstances, or it may indeed only be part of them. So do not make massive decisions and judgments on people when you don't really know. All right, bye.